2.
Yes, sir, we promised you a great many minutes. Look at here. Nice. Andre, the China WrestleMania!
Hulkamania is running wild.
My God, what the? It's not the world is watching.
Ready? Are you ready? For the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
Holy shit! Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
I don't know. Were you thinking, holy shit, a swordfish almost went through my head?
Holy shit! Holy shit! And all the assholes want us to shit all over everything. Holy shit! Where's the Tylenol?
Wednesday, May 24th, 2023. It is he, it is me, P-double-D, Etep Wakuian, from the Place to Be Reviews, right back here with all yous, even the Orthodox Jews. L'chaim, welcome. Episode number 28. We've got a great show planned for you. A very, very special guest, which I will waste no time in introducing my wonderful panelists this evening, ladies and gents. So, without further ado, allow me first to introduce our very special guest. He is a fellow rogue, ladies and gentlemen. He did a Rising Star video on me not long ago, which I question his judgment, but that's okay. Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce to you Ryan, Roger, Ethe.
Athe.
All right, had it right the first time. Thank you for being here, sir.
It's great to be here, Etep. I hope you're doing well. It's great to be here. I've already said that. My goodness. I'm not French, you see. I don't talk with my hands. I'm hiding myself, folks, because it's quite late in the United Kingdom. But I said I'd be here, and I am. And hopefully we have a good show and a good talk about many topics and people in popular culture. And fingers crossed we're a bit controversial to boot.
Well, thank you for being here. I appreciate you staying up late to hang out with us, brother.
Thank you. Thank you for having me, Etep.
Absolutely, sir. Absolutely. Now I can introduce to you the rest of the scoundrels and rogues and rapscallions we have here for the evening. And I'll start with this guy first, of a certain persuasion. Ethnicity, shall we say? Religion?
I gotta get a Greenstein or a Rosenblatt of my very own. Nothing else has worked so far, so I'll wish upon a star, wondrous dancing speck of light. I need a Jew.
Oy vey, that was very long.
That's what she said.
That's what she said.
Yes. And then she said, because I did something. But thanks for having me, man. It's great to be here.
Thank you for being here, brother. Appreciate it. Hump. Next up, folks. Next up, we have two more of our regular suspects here. Let's go right here next.
We'll fight for freedom wherever there's trouble. G.I. Joe is there. G.I. Joe, American hero. G.I. Joe is there.
Yeah, hey, I was just looking for an amazing background because I figured it's about time I actually matched my intro there. So, G.I. Joe. Yeah, hey everybody. Yeah, I had an amazing Saturday. If you guys didn't see it, I had one and only Ryan Kinnell on this past Saturday on Skinamax Saturday. And Bet's Talking Drop the Gene, you always find me. Yeah, we're also we are continuing on as well. We have our Thursday show, so tomorrow at 10 o'clock Eastern, we are doing a political show. Bet's Talk with Knife Hands, so don't miss that. And this Saturday, Frank Zanka, the author of Destiny Aurora, comic book, amazing guy. He actually worked with Nichelle Nichols on her very last project before she passed away on a Star Trek project. So he's going to be an amazing guest. And after that, we have Lila Hart, the amazing comedian herself, friend of Chrissy Mayer, is going to be on Bet's Talk to Skinamax Saturday. So come check it out. And don't forget, you don't got to be a veteran to enjoy that content. Just don't get butthurt. You've been warned.
Thank you, Adam, for being here. And last but most certainly, not least, ladies and gentlemen, certainly. Let's just play his intro. We know who it
Each
is.
leap brings us closer to God. Catch me, Lord, catch me. Wait. Ow. What have we done to make God angry? You did it.
Mr. CJP.
It is me, CJP. I'm here to have some fun. It's great to stream with Roger again. He was on the Legion of Memers stream a few weeks ago and got to participate in the first ever Legion Hog Roast, which was quite a blast. So yeah, I'm glad to be here. Glad to have some fun. Thanks for having me on Etep.
Oh, dude, you are welcome, sir. You are welcome.
Florida man going.
We got we got Florida man. We got Florida man representation in the house.
And
let's see.
Florida man has been on Twitter too, folks. Let's not forget.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. So we got in the chat. We got Keely Chow, Keymon Bell. What do you expect Tyler and Caroline's horrible fates to be in the future? Is Vecna going to trap them? These are Keymon created a couple of fan characters for Stranger Things. Or is someone going to get Vecna? Give me a fact or a hint of what could happen to both of them. Well, if they're friends, Vecna will probably try to control one of them and then twist their fates in together like he likes to do.
Human origami.
Yep. Clone Geek watched Close Encounters for the first time yesterday, and Richard Dreyfuss, and it looks like Chris Pratt. Dude, Richard Dreyfuss is a fucking great actor. Yeah, dude, a young Richard Dreyfuss does look. He is very based.
Is that awesome? The fact you just watched Close Encounters for the first time?
That's awesome. That's awesome. It's a great movie.
5 decades.
Well,
it's a great movie.
I've never seen it, and I'm
it's a classic.
So
yeah,
it's a great watch.
I always had to watch Mr. Holland's Opus because I was a musician. They're like, you have to watch this. You have to watch this. All right, it's actually quite an excellent movie, but
required. I saw it when it came out. Yeah.
What about Stand By Me?
Oh, dude.
He was he was Will Wheaton's character as an adult.
Will Wheaton. Chump.
Shut up, Wesley.
Do I have to play the paging doctor button already? We're talking about Will Wheaton.
Wheaton's Wiggle Wagon.
Because I will. If it's on here, I'll play it. Let's see.
Oh no.
We're talking about Will Wheaton, everybody.
Paging Dr. Faggot. Dr. Faggot.
I should go.
That's a good idea, Dr. Faggot.
Fuck Will Wheaton.
A British cigarette.
He can't even act like himself. He's such a fucking terrible actor.
Yeah.
No. I've got that meme. It says "cease your," and then it's got British cigarettes and a tree on it.
Yes.
I get a lot of miles out of that one in the photo comment sections. Hail Jew Beaumont. Hail JB. Hail Clone Geek says the Arrowverse ends tonight with the Flash.
Good.
From Good.
People ends tonight.
Wait, yep, it is. That's true. That is true. Hang on, wait for it.
Evil guys of the night!
There we go.
There we go.
Is the Flash ending? Is it a series finale? Oh,
Yep.
I didn't know that. No shit.
That's the last one.
Time.
It's the last one.
Keely Chow, let's get ready for some pack. God damn it, Keely! No, Keely.
Why are you being so dirty on this show? You're usually very nice. You give me plenty of good suggestions. And I must say, ladies and gentlemen, and no other genders or binaries, it's great to see all the fine people in chat. And here's a shout out to all of the lurkers out there. I hope you're all doing well as well.
Yeah.
Yes,
I
sir.
want a chicken sandwich.
Hail, Carl. That was Zombie Box Reviews. Hail, welcome.
Zombie Box.
Welcome.
Hey,
good to see you back. Nelson the Psychopath. Hail, my brother, a.k.a. Neil Herseg, the amazing tattoo artist. Says, hello, motherfuckers. Yep, that's the man that did this beautiful work right here. I'll show it off again.
Oh, yeah.
Because he did such a fucking amazing job with that. And there's so much more to come as far as me getting tattoos. Now I'm addicted. Keely, stop feeding the ducks. It's too early for that. Jesus.
Gotta wait for the right
damn it.
time to feed the ducks.
I had to stop filleting one of my victims to tune in. That seems about right.
How American of you.
Hail Papa Cotton. Hail Godzillionaire. Never seen Close Encounters. You check it out. Great fucking movie. Pursuing Paranormal, Commander Cody. We'll be streaming together Friday, doing some paranormal stuff. I'm excited. I blessed the show with the Florida prayer. Get her done. Cody is an actual Florida man. He was live with us last week. Did you get Mr. Belvedere on the show?
Here's a piece of advice: never eat brain. You can eat any other part of the human body, just not the brain.
Yeah, it gives you neurological disorders.
Yes,
Really?
prion disease, very bad.
What the monkey brain?
Damn, monkey brains.
That explains
Yeah.
Indiana Jones and those.
I was watching Temple of Doom the other day.
Yeah,
one of the only 3 Indiana Jones movies. I stress only fucking 3 Indiana
3.
Jones movies.
Yep.
3, that's it.
I agree. There's
The last one, literally, as Jeff said the other morning, it was titled literally The Last Crusade. He literally rode off into the sunset. That was it.
Couldn't have had a more perfect ending to the series.
No.
Yeah, it's a perfect book.
They had to go fuck it up. You know what I only learned recently? I can't remember what show I was watching, but I didn't know that the Temple of Doom was actually prequel.
Prequel. Yeah.
I never knew that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, sir. That is
All
a
these years
prequel.
later. Holy shit.
I know, right? It's like I was today years old when I learned that. And I learned that like last year. I was like, wait, what? Let's get into it, shall we? It's time. Please. Now this is Ryan. You can go ahead and say how very American of you on this one because it's very apropos. It's very apropos. Police. Man shot roommate over a hot pocket.
How American.
I'm sure there's a few Chads down in what was that, Grimsby, that would do something like that.
Why is it you Americans keep shooting each other over such mundane nonsense?
How is it that Etep keeps on finding stories that are food related?
Oh wait, but wait.
Food.
There's more. We've got more food stories. Rest assured, this is Clone Geek says the whitest thing I've heard today. Yeah, it wasn't hog mogs or chitlins, that's for sure.
You got some grits in there, yo.
What you doing
It was out of the Wakandan cookbook put out by Disney, ladies and gentlemen. I stress this is real. This is actually printed by Disney. Chilled watermelon soup.
Because watermelon is, it grows in Africa.
Yeah, watermelon is not indigenous to Wakanda, ladies and gentlemen. And Wakanda's a xenophobic, racist country. So
yeah,
well, I call them all Wakandan now. Obama was Wakandan. Jesse Jackson was Wakandan. Even Malcolm X was Wakandan.
They're Wakandan Americans now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you don't call white people European Americans.
Right? Meanwhile, in the UK, Godzillionaire says bloke stabs flatmate after he ate his kidney pie.
Yeah. Oi, stole me bangers and mesh. Gotta stick right, Will.
I didn't learn what blood pudding was until I had Purple Valkyrie on. She had to explain that to me because I had no idea what it was. I had no idea. I was like, wait, what?
It's quite the food. I
was like, is that something that motherfucker Ed Gein used to make? I'm like, the one that.
I thought it was raw without any lube.
That sounds like something people from Wisconsin. That sounds like something people from Wisconsin would eat. I'm not sure.
The discharge after going in raw.
Yeah, that's what blood pudding was.
Fuck you, Detroit.
So, victim had consumed remaining frozen. This guy looks like somebody who'd shoot somebody over a hot pocket, I must say.
He looks like Mickey Rooney.
I'm still trying to analyze this story and wonder if they're actually talking about his girlfriend.
Oh.
Who was also a sister.
Did he at least move it first before he took it? Because this is the last hot pocket in the freezer. Did he at least nuke it before he ate it? Because if he ate it straight out of the freezer, I'm like, there's something wrong with this guy.
He just grabbed it. Fuck you, I'm gonna eat this, bitch. I got my revolver. You get the fuck back. Just goes off. Just goes ham.
Just breaks it off like a Twix.
He's treating him like Ned Beatty in fucking Deliverance while he's eating the Hot Pocket. Squeal like a pig. Read. I don't know.
Well, he might have fucked it first before he ate it.
Yeah. He's looking at it. He's like, can I stick my dick in this? It's like, no. No.
Missing.
Jesus Christ, you Americans sure do have a sense of humor.
You ever seen American Pie?
Periods. My goodness.
Did you never hear the story about the guy fucking the stuffed Olaf in Macy's? Oh, we did a story about that months ago. This guy got caught on camera. We showed the video of him humping Olaf. It was.
Well, dude, remember when the Predator got caught stuffing the Pillsbury rolls up her snatch and they went off?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was the pocket of power, one to burn the roof of the mouth of everyone.
Whoever designed those things is clearly like a sadistic bastard because they're always cold on the outside and there's molten lava on the inside. And you bite into it and it just squeezes out and burns the side of your mouth.
Yeah, this Brutal's right. Thought pockets. This guy was looking at it going like, you dirty whore.
I'll give you delivery there, DiGiorno.
Melted cheese everywhere.
So
I didn't think there was
what George Washington fought for. Why
is there sour cream in my Hot Pocket?
Tapioca pudding.
I thought it was a Hot Pocket, not Eclair. What the fuck?
It's like those Wonka everlasting gobstoppers.
Bastard could shoot some other Dixie bitch for a Hot Pocket.
Can you see, like you said, man, George Washington, the founding fathers looking in on this going like, you know what, we'll just stay over there. We'll just stay over there. Fuck. These motherfuckers are wild. Here's Dr. Jane Goodall with the binoculars.
We need to narrate America.
Here's your republic in 250 years, Mr. President Washington. Look, they have granny demons. They have Mexicans invading the country. Oh, look, they even have all this crazy stuff in public schools. And it's like, they have public schools? We're going to surrender to Britain now.
Yeah. And that rebellion was over quickly. A Kentucky man shot his roommate in the... They said that was the $1 million wound, but I never seen a dime of that money. Right in the buttocks. After the victim ate the last Hot Pocket in the freezer, according to cops who arrested the gunman for assault. Isn't that attempted murder? Like, I'm sorry, but if you discharge a firearm and shoot somebody, that's attempted murder. Like, I mean, I don't see a fucking... I don't know. I don't know.
There are arteries that go through that region as well. I mean,
can you die by being shot in the anus?
Yes.
I mean,
that's Freddie Mercury.
Yeah,
unless
an age joke.
No, that'll be a yes.
Wait for it. Wait for it. You've got AIDS. Not HIV, but full-blown AIDS. I wish it was something less serious. There we go. There we go. Alleged in a court citation, Clifton Williams, 64, and the male victim got into an argument Saturday evening in the Louisville residence they share. Victims, of course, it'd be by where Jim Cornette's from. Victim states his roommate. God damn it! It was Brian Last. Brian Last ate the last Hot Pocket.
Your bullets do nothing.
I swear to God, I'm going to shoot your fucking ass off.
Why are two male Dixies sharing the same property?
That doesn't seem.
Can we go back to the AIDS joke?
Quite possibly.
The victims.
Are we sure he used a gun to shoot him in the ass?
Right? Thought he'd use something a little more up close and personal. He's like, did you shoot him in the ass? Yeah, Pa, I shot him good. I shot him good right in the ass.
With a meat
gun.
Right
With a meat gun. His meat.
Morning before.
His Dixie meat cannon.
He was probably playing Kiss's Love Gun in the background.
When he spanks it,
land of cotton, folks.
Yeah, when he spanks it, does it sound like a pump action shotgun reload?
I think it's great that we can all make gay jokes.
Yes.
So when Williams began to throw tiles, the victim told police, he then attempted to fight back by, quote, trying to beat his ass. He was.
That's not fighting. That's beating his ass.
He's definitely doing something to his ass. I don't think he's beating it. He's doing something to it.
Was he throwing the tiles like shuriken? Like, because I used to do that to my sister when she kicked my ass as a kid.
The victim said that when he began to depart the property, Williams retrieved a handgun from inside the home and came back outside. The man said he yelled, "Don't shoot!" But Williams shot him in the ass while he was trying to leave.
You should have said, "Hands up, don't shoot."
Yeah.
Not pants down, don't loot. I mean, the roommate told police he fled a few blocks from the home to get help. Unfortunately, he was mugged and anally Never mind. That's another story. The man who survived the ass shooting was transported to the University of Louisville Hospital for treatment of his injuries of the anal variety. Pictured above, Williams was arrested 4 hours after the shooting and charged with felony assault. He is being held in lieu of $7,500 bond at the Jefferson County Jail. The court citation does not indicate what flavor of Hot Pocket triggered the snack-related shooting. It better have been jalapeno.
Yeah.
Well, how much was the guy's medical bills for being shot in the anus?
Oh, you're talking thousands of dollars.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
it's probably for a bullet extraction. He's got to stay overnight. Ambulance ride alone. Like I remember when my ex was riding her horse and she fell off and hit her head. The ambulance ride to the hospital was like $6,000.
Oh man.
Okay, now you want to talk about an expensive hospital ride. When my son was born, he had to be transported 45 minutes in the natal infant care unit specialized bus because he had 4 skull fractures. That was I don't even want to tell you how much that cost. That was utterly that it was most people's yearly more than a 2 household yearly income almost for that ambulance ride.
I had a friend who needed to get a helicopter. The helicopter one is that's a
oh yeah
there. Yeah.
Hello, Draven. I hope you're doing well.
Hey, I'm doing
oh yeah,
good.
the life flights are expensive. Hey, Draven, what's going on, brother?
Not much.
Just my brother.
Oh, God.
That's okay.
So we just got done talking about a guy who shot another guy in the ass for a Hot Pocket, and I guess we can only deduce that
he's a monster.
Rancid meat inside of a pocket, and you're gonna shoot somebody for it? Ew.
Oh, and
we
and for
determined
this next...
that first he fucked the Hot Pocket, and then he shot him in the ass with his.
Is that like American Pie instead of an apple pie? It's a Hot Pocket.
Yep.
It was.
We'll just tell your mother we ate it all.
It's like a warm Hot Pocket, Jim.
Oh my God! They should do the remake.
He had for his roommate's ass.
No, dude, they should do a remake of that, but instead of it being a warm apple pie, it's a god-awful scalding Hot Pocket, and he feels the outside, he's like, oh, it's cool enough, sticks his dick in there, and they just show a faraway view of the house, and you hear the blood-curdling scream.
Yeah, I have to call the ambulance, like in the second one where he uses the super glue on his dick.
Yep.
We're We're gonna have to remove the hot pocket. It's fused to my dick.
You Americans are dirty bastards.
And then you know how like
Very.
she eventually does have sex with him. The what is it? The exchange student. She like she's like, why is it all burnt up?
Yeah, why does it look like a burned hot dog?
Yeah.
Why you burn it up? Why?
What religion is that? I've heard of circumcised.
What you do to penis? I do not understand why penis look like chewed gum.
Gags ago.
Oh, good. Look at Frankie knows. Hail, Frankie. He says, I was just praying for Eva Longoria. What's up, guys? She needs all the thoughts and prayers she can get because, like I said, she'll run smack dab into that wall and she won't be that tiny, petite, beautiful little thing anymore. She'll be big old mamacita. Stop it. I have a glandular disorder.
All of aging or menopause, one of those.
Yep. All right. Now, we got another next story. You guys want another food story. I heard you guys say, hey, Etep, we want to hear a domestic violence story involving food. And we want it to be from Florida. But not just Florida, folks. No, it can't be just Florida. It's got to be our favorite place in Florida. Ladies and gentlemen, pack up, jump in the fucking minivan, or actually the Griswold's paneled station wagon, and let's head down to Pinellas County. Cops arrest Florida man for twice striking girlfriend in the face with a steak. Apparently, she burned the pot roast
once.
She didn't listen the first time.
What did the T-bone say to the face?
She should be used to getting smacked in the face with some meat.
Yeah.
See?
Little speed bag in that sucker.
Yeah. Cops show up and the guy's like, are you ready for this?
And now for something completely different.
I want to see him eat, like the cop show up. He's like, I challenge you to a duel. And smacks the cop with the steak. Cop's like, the fuck?
You, sir, are no man. This is well done.
So the cop walks to the freezer, grabs a Hot Pocket, and just starts fucking it. It's like, what the fuck?
Dude.
That escalated quickly. That really got out of hand fast. It jumped up a notch, didn't it? It did.
I like how Florida man is a popular tag.
Yes.
It is. It is. We had
reality, folks. And the truth is reality based.
Amen.
That's my channel, by the way.
Oh!
Opportunistic promotion. I am the host and founder of Reality Based. So,
as someone who when he's on other people's streams works in plugs like that for his own shit, I like it. And I like it, and I respect that. You gotta get yourself over. One of my mods, throw Ryan's link in the chat, please. We'll have to add it into the description to the video. But throw his link in the chat.
I will say though, ladies and gentlemen, I'm the youngest person on this panel, but I seem to look the oldest for some reason. I really do.
The fuck?
Wait, how old are you?
How are you?
23.
23? Yeah, I'm 43.
What? Am I the oldest one here?
It's either you or CJ.
I'm a vampire. Have y'all beat?
No, CJ's my age.
I'm 44, bud. I ain't that fucking old.
Chris is older. Chris is the elder statesman. Chris is the elder statesman.
Well, he's still got a couple years before he turns into tiny little old Korean man. So
yeah, dude, we age like Yoda at the end, but like we're fine for like about 60 or 70.
I've been stuck looking like I'm in my 30s for 20 years. When I was in my 20s, people thought I was in my 30s. Now I'm in my 40s, people think I'm in my 30s. I've been the same face for 20 years.
I just put a Earl Scheib on the Cadillac today, so I look that gives me a few years younger. I can be mistaken for my late 30s still. Thank you, Just for Men. Thank you. But back to this bitch getting slapped in the face with some meat. File 13 says that guy sounds like he could do a great Obi-Wan. Sup? Hail, File 13. Welcome.
Hello there.
Right. I was about to ask you to say that.
Yep. Chris hasn't reached the living on a mountain giving wisdom stage yet.
No.
If she is too thick, her sister you must pick.
A great Spartan beard. Thank you.
So uncivilized.
A Florida man is facing a domestic battery charge for allegedly once, twice, striking his girlfriend in the face with a stake. Blows that left the victim with a seasoning on her cheek. Police report. Cops say Josh, we'll just call him Josh Dummer. Josh Dummer and the 29-year-old victim were arguing Sunday night in a Pinellas Park residence, a.k.a. they lived in a trailer park, when the attack occurred. Meet Grady, a 28-year-old construction worker who comes home from a long day of work to find his steak overcooked by his ungrateful bitch girlfriend. Wouldn't you slap the bitch in the face with it twice? I would, and so did Grady.
Well, maybe he was being thoughtful about it, because don't you have to put meat on the face or meat on the? So he just punched the shit out of her with the thing that he was healing her with.
Yeah,
it was preemptive. It's like,
yep,
you and heal you at the same time.
At one point, the woman locked Dummer out of the home, but she later let him back into the residence. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Oh my God! Let's hear all the jokes.
There goes some bitch.
Oh my fucking God! Oh my God!
Oh, that's so perfect.
Like you, Adam.
It looks like folks. It looks like Etep is covered in blood.
Yes, the red
how
light.
red he is. He looks like he's covered in blood. Oh, it's gone now. Must be.
I went John Moxley.
That picture just screams to me. I drink Bud Light to my ass.
Oh yeah. This guy sucks dick with his butthole. I mean, let's be honest.
This guy fucks Hot Pockets.
Yeah. No, this guy is Hot Pocket.
Yeah.
Oh God. Was it bone in or deboned steak? Ouch.
Oof.
Yeah, there is a difference between getting hit with like a New York strip and a T-bone.
Yeah.
Or maybe it was a tomahawk.
I'm gonna venture a guess to say they bought him with their EBT card.
Yeah, probably wasn't the gourmet or high caliber prime.
Not Wagyu.
No, it wasn't Wagyu. No. I was just telling the wife that I was like, next time we go out, I don't give a fuck. That's what I'm ordering. When we go to a nice restaurant, that is what I'm ordering. I am getting Wagyu. I just cooked some New York strips the other night because I got a brand new Blackstone. So I was like, I wanted to. Yeah, dude, those bitches were just like, they were cooked.
Photos.
They melted. I had it like sizzle on there. Anyway, let's talk about this woman getting smacked with this guy's meat. So the battery, a sheriff's deputy noted, captured on a Ring camera inside the. Oh my God! Why don't we have footage? Which the victim has owned since 2016. Pictured it right, Dumber, and that name is very fitting. This guy should be in the dictionary next to like domestic violence, like the definition of it. Like this picture is just like, yep, I beat a bunch of bitches while I'm drinking a Pabst. This is like Sam Elliott. Have you ever come home from a hard day's work and wanted a steak and Coors Light, the banquet beer, and your ungrateful bitch of a girlfriend hasn't cooked you a dinner? Then take you a good sip of that Coors Light, cock back, and smack her upside her fucking head. Coors, the banquet beer. I mean, that's a good all American like commercial right there. I think that screams like USA.
How about wife beater Florida man Dummer who wears a Bud Light neck thing is a Jack Murphy lover who is hitting his wife.
I can see him watching Jack Murphy.
I know it's been like over a year now, probably a year and a half since Jack Murphy, imitated the Titanic. But yes, he is the inspiration for all wife-beating, Bud Light drinking, dumber Florida men.
Yep, pretty much.
Just a little bit.
Pretty much. I look at this guy Dumber, and it's just.
Does he look like a bitch?
You know what he looks like, folks? He looks like a DeSantis supporter.
Oh.
Yeah, that burns because of recent events.
Yeah,
Dude,
DeSantis.
That Twitter Space thing today, such a fucking disaster. Holy shit!
I know it makes the Xbox showcase of 2013 look like a paradox.
Yeah,
I didn't listen in on that at all.
It was
Dude,
there was like one decent or two
fun.
decent things.
What happened?
Yeah, they started off. It started off with like 400,000 people were there, and it jumped up massively, and the entire system shut down. Like it started off like all these weird effects were like blowing your ears, and like they couldn't like get everyone's voice over at the same time, and then everything just fucking died. It was completely dead for like 20 minutes until they had to restart a whole new one.
Oh, damn!
Oops. It was, I mean, a perfect begin to his fucking presidential campaign, pretty much.
Yeah, I think it's a great victory. I think it's a great victory for Trump's Twitter team. You know, the insiders who fucked that all up so that Trump could look better. But yeah, if you want a Florida man in office, well, you should pick by DeSantis. That's what I call him. A vote for DeSantis is a vote for Biden. Vote by DeSantis.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. I guess if I had one thing to say to Ron DeSantis, I could just tell him.
quit being a cunt.
That pretty much sums it up. Wait. Oh, wait. We got a new entry in the Urban Dictionary. Ribeye, getting a black eye after being hit in the face by steak. I like that one. You need to enter that one on there, Frankie. He looks like he puts chew in his pee hole.
Oh! Ouch!
I have no idea what that means, and I'm grateful for it.
You should be.
Yeah. That's
He's talking about chewing tobacco.
Right.
Can someone explain to me clearly what he's talking about? Which one of you has the balls to give me a clear and concise explanation?
Chewing tobacco.
Well,
chew up the mush.
Yeah, taking the used
chaw in his mouth, but he puts it too far, and he's got a little bit of extra that he needs to keep. That's when he reaches down and grabs his tiny little pee, and he kind of just starts to push it into the pee hole. He just keeps pushing it like, and then he goes and grabs a swizzle stick from his coffee and just starts
packing it like a mug.
Joke's on you. I'm into that shit.
My goodness, CJ.
There's a line, and that's when I don't cross.
You will be made a rising star as a result of that rendition.
Wait a minute, Draven. That's where you draw the line?
Yes.
Really, motherfucker? That's where you draw the line?
Yeah.
You talk about you went on about banging that Downs chick, and this is where you draw the line?
Oh my goodness! How
He wants to. Yeah, he wants to hear some sweet nothings in Spanish with like what slobbered in his ear
And a hint of extra chromosome.
Her voice was fine.
They thought like that. That's okay.
It did
until the felony charge hits.
He just wants to wake up in the morning and hear, "I papi."
Yeah, I boom boom.
Oh, Draven, I made it through the Draven.
So great.
You're welcome to my birthday.
We can take the piss out of these people. We need more of that.
Always. And speaking of which, we got our good friend here, who was arrested for domestic battery, booked into the county jail in a misdemeanor rap. Dumber, who works as who would have guessed he's a landscaper?
You mean he's a womanscaper? A woman.
He was rearranging the landscape of her face with that steak. was released from custody yesterday afternoon on his own recognizance. A judge has ordered Dummer to have no contact with the victim. His rap sheet includes convictions for DUI and possession of cocaine and marijuana.
Oh, damn. Sweet Jesus.
That was a perfect picture.
Oh, my
God.
Yeah.
You can't even trust cocaine anymore because of fentanyl now. God damn it, baby. You can't trust my favorite drug because of fentanyl. I'll be praised, base St. Floyd of fentanyl.
Folks, this is what happens when you give everyone rights. That's why the British way is the way. We have no rights. We have privileges. And, people like Dummer would have no privileges in a British imperial system.
Don't forget Apostle Jordan Neely.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the newest apostle, Jordan Neely.
Yeah,
George
Luther King to Jesse Jackson to Rodney King to George Floyd and now Jordan Michael Jackson Neely.
They're like, but he's.
Go on, Etep. Go on.
He's punching old ladies in the face, and they're still like, he was a good boy. What?
Oh,
by black standards, he was. Yeah.
Wait, Nelson, I banged a high-functioning autistic chick a couple of times who was an ex-stripper. She was a freak in the sheets, a bit clingy as hell, and pretty awkward socially. Had to cut it off like an umbilical. Wait, real man of genius.
I don't get the reference. Can someone clearly explain to me what the psychopath is talking about? Maybe CJ, do you want to be a rising star who made it?
Well, when you find a girl who's not quite all there in the head, and you go ahead and you just pop that one for fun a few times, but then she gets all kind of weird, and you're just like, man, I just gotta cut this bitch off.
Oh,
yeah, where she knows where you live. You get the rabbit in the stew pot.
She just keeps showing up. I'm here. You're just looking out the front door like.
I'll find you.
Jordan Neely, Saint Neely, Lord Jesus, our departed brother Jordan Neely was a good boy. As they show his preschool picture. Never mind the fact that he threatened everyone's life on the train that day. Never mind the fact that he punched an old lady in the face and shattered her orbital bone like I do a cookie when I bite it because I'm a heifer. No, never mind all that. Only pay attention to the fact that we're showing you pictures of him from preschool when he was a good boy and him didn't do nothing wrong, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, before his 42 arrests and all the felony assaults.
Wait, 42? He had 42 arrests? Oh my God.
Yes, he had some pending.
Like a half a dozen of them were felony assaults.
Yep.
He didn't do nothing.
Did anybody else notice how apropos his last name was when you consider him with Floyd?
Floyd, that's the odd couple.
Other joke on that. I couldn't figure out how to joke.
That's why he's the apostle, guys. Come on.
Yeah,
the apostle.
It's the yin yang.
Yeah.
They cancel each other out.
Can you see George Floyd at the Last Supper? Jordan Neely sitting next to him like Pontius Pilate. Like George Floyd sits up at the table. He's like, "Baby, one of you will betray me in the worst possible way."
Derek
Jordan
Chauvin is
Neely.
Judas.
Yep.
Neely and Chauvin are sitting next to each other at the table looking in. Floyd looks down at him. "Chauvin, you son of a bitch. I don't want to. Jordan, your last name is Neely, so I inherently don't trust you, baby." 42 arrests, and these motherfuckers are protesting his death like they shot a Kennedy or something. Like, God damn.
Yeah. Well, it's not even about him. It's about it's a Marxist color revolution.
Yep.
They're just trying to destabilize the country. I mean, they get on train tracks and stuff over this shit.
Yeah. Like, you have a train, just run them over.
Yeah.
They'll just splatter. It's bugs on
somebody
a
accidentally
windshield.
Ran a fucking U-Haul into a fucking fence a block away from the White House. Quick, go get the Nazi flag.
Yep.
Yeah.
This is what happens when you give everyone rights.
Well,
This
when
is why
our
you
government
need
is compromised.
privileges.
This is all because they killed Harambe. We know
Yep. The CERN Large Hadron Collider
Look,
was
the glue that held the thinly fucking pieced together fabric of society was two pronged. Number one, it was Harambe. Number two, it was Harvey Weinstein.
Oh, God.
Let me explain. Let me explain. Harambe is self-explanatory, but Harvey Weinstein. When did all of this crazy shit start coming out of Hollywood? What happened? Harvey Weinstein got taken down, right? Mm-hmm. And the floodgates opened at that point. It was and look we were better off with the devil we knew. We were far better off with the devil we knew.
Harvey Weinstein's successor is Joe Biden.
Wait a second, hang on. He's here. He's here somewhere.
Got a show in Disney, so you know.
Hey, man! I heard my name, man, and it wasn't. Where's that orange guy? He's not here, man. Hey, where's my son Hunter? He's the smartest person I've ever met. Only a genius argues on video over a hooker for crack because you gotta know how much you got, man. She was trying to short him. He should have slapped the bitch with a steak, man.
Come on, man. Come on,
man.
Smell me some kids, man.
Hey, you're new here. Let me smell your hair. Oh, it's customary, man.
Oh shit!
You ain't Joe Biden. I'm the real Joe Biden.
Look!
Oh,
he
no.
showed up. He's here.
Speak
Praise be to fentanyl. He's here, baby. I'm her, baby. Wait for it. Here he is.
Did you
Saint
say
Floyd?
Times.
I don't know if we said it 3 times, but he's here, ladies and gentlemen. So in his honor, let the choir sing. Shit.
Under the knee.
Counterfeit 20s, drugs I had plenty. Now I can't breathe. Bumba clot rude boy, call me now for your free bumba clot reading. Lord of mercy. See, praise St. Floyd of fentanyl. What did Nelson said? Don't give people rights. Just let an inbred pack of human lizards make decisions for us while we
Exactly. The psychopath understands.
Isn't that the plot of a Doctor Who episode?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you know
the Windsors of the Saloon.
Yes, I do know Doctor
Probably
Who.
one of them. That's why you've got that hat on. To hide the zip in your forehead.
Yeah.
No, it's just to hide I'm balding, but you know.
The Solarian. What is it? What were they?
The Slovene.
They all look like fat Cabbage Patch Kids, but
Yep.
they were
Yeah.
inside skinny people. It's kind of funny.
CJ, you just need to visit my barber. I've been doing this for 20 years, man. Like I've been bald more of my life than I had hair. Like not counting that run back in
as long as I've been alive.
Yep. Not counting that run back in 2018 where I got really depressed for a year and didn't shave my beard or my hair and I looked like an out-of-work porn star or I was auditioning for Jesus Christ Superstar.
Crawling in. No.
You were doing
crawling in my skin. There you go, Draven.
Doing some Ian Anderson cosplay from Jethro Tull.
You've seen the picture. I look.
Yeah.
I look terrible. I look terrible. It was terrible.
I'm gonna get all kinds of shit when Fight Forever comes on, ain't I?
Oh, yes, you are. Yes, wait for it. Hang on. Yes, he's here.
Of course, Cleveland Brown is here, Ryan. Did you think you'd get by without an appearance from the Quahog resident after I had to move back from Stool Bend when my show got closed down because they're racist?
Hey, boy, don't you come walking by here. I can do the sunflower.
Who you calling boy? You're being ignorant.
You want to get the media to back off you? Just mention black on black crime.
Yeah.
Oh,
They get into the police van. Oh, I want to try it. Cleveland, no. Minority suspect. Ow, 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 ow.
He's resisting arrest.
He's resisting. Quick, sprinkle some crack on him.
Yeah.
We'll place a gun.
It's not Tony Khan.
oh, Tony Khan. I love that crazy herb. Looking like Ahab the Arab, the sheik of the burning sands.
Well, I think he's Pakistani.
Well, whatever. So is it?
Yeah.
So
On a map. Huh?
he's a
brown and red.
Do you
or he's a
know where Pakistan is on a map?
he's a telemarketer.
Etep, bring up a map of the world and then ask each American to find out where Pakistan is.
If we could do a satellite, we could.
I would love to do like those. You see people walking up to people on the street and asking like basic Like I see some of those things and they're like, the question is to anybody with two functioning fucking synapses. The questions are obvious, but they ask these mongoloid fucking retarded millennials and they're like, oh my god, this, like, I don't even know. And it's like, how do you function? Do you have to remind yourself to breathe? Or would you suffocate just walking down the street?
No, that's a strong argument for getting rid of public schools. The whole public education system has failed us. Clearly,
it's fucked. It's fucked.
I was reminded of a story I once heard of it was a police officer who had saw a car off on the side of the road with the flashers on, and he pulled up behind it, and he gets out and he looks in the car and sees it, and there's a blonde woman, and she's just slumped over the steering wheel, not moving. And he checks her, and she's dead. But then he sees she's got headphones on, but they're off of her head. And he goes and he listens to it, and it's still playing. He goes, breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. That's a joke.
Oh.
Machine
head.
So
you sweet summer child.
Because she was blonde, you see.
Yeah, she thought it was an instruction. What is it? Machine Head by Bush was an instructional song.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love it. Brutal. Praise Saint Floyd, patron saint of the pistol whip fetus.
Is that the holy symbol?
Why is a thought like a piece of spaghetti?
What's that?
They both wiggle when you eat them.
Oh!
That's like that chick with the bike last week. We talked about that. The chick with the bike.
Yeah.
And she had the receipt. Her lawyer provided the receipt for the bike that the three innocent young men who Ben Crump, who I went onto course, that piece of shit race hustling attorney Ben Crump, he came out and made that whole impassioned tweet about it and shit. Well, he deleted that tweet talking about how much of a racist. He said women like her were a danger to young black men. I think it was. Let me find it. I've got a screenshot.
Dude,
like Florida.
We all knew it was fake. I mean, the saying isn't "Karen stole my bike." Okay, that's all I got to say.
Yeah. Here it is right here. He said,
Americans can afford bicycles?
It was one of those city bikes like you rent. Like they have them, like they have like stations in like cities where you go up, like you have like a card you swipe. And
they're motorized too.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because they had Segways when I was in Fort Wayne. They had like Segways and bikes and shit like that.
I was a big fan of the bird scooters. When I was visiting places, I hung out in San Antonio for 2 months. I would take the fucking bird scooters everywhere.
Yeah, they had them in Tokyo too. Those little scooter things.
Mm-hmm. It's annoying as hell if you're walking on the sidewalk and one of these assholes almost hits you. But I enjoy the fuck out of it though. I had no problem with
I
those
always
assholes.
thought that something like that wouldn't work because all the vehicles or all the bicycles would be stolen by the inner city youths.
Well, they're GPS tracked and they're in a lock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's GPS and and if you rent it, then you have to take a picture of where you relocate and all this other kind of stuff. So People still fuck around though. Like I came out of an intersection, one was sitting right in the fucking middle of the road. I saw it the last second before I ran over. But yeah.
Oh my.
Yeah, people still fuck around.
Those fuckers leave them in parking spots. I'm like, no, you can't take the 2 seconds to put it on the fucking curb. You have
Yeah, it's not even like a. Yeah, that sucks.
Brutal Morning Wood wins comment of the night. I've seen enough prawn to know tiny young white girls pound the F out of groups of black guys all alone.
Good. A lone black guy sitting on a couch surrounded by white blonde women.
Oh yeah, yeah, that happens.
Excellent.
Death by snoo.
Me like snoo.
Yeah,
it'd be more like this.
My father! My father! I found my father! Oh my god!
Oh my god!
I love that movie so much.
Yeah.
We will be doing a watch party for the amazing, wonderful, classic Miami Connection movie in a couple weeks on Saturday night. I got a digital of it from Nick from World Class. He sent it to me, so yeah, he'll be joining us. We'll get our guest list ready for that because we'll be doing that in a couple weeks. We've watched it on the channel before, but we got people who've never seen it before, and we need to share the greatness of Miami cocaine and ninjas and synth rock. I mean, you can't beat it.
Yes.
I'm actually working on a karaoke version of Friends.
Oh. Ryan, have you ever seen that movie?
No, I have not. I'm 23.
Okay. Well,
I didn't see it either until like recently, but that's because it was only in Orlando for like a week.
Yep. I saw it for the first time about, was it maybe about 3 years ago? I saw it for the first time because Nick and Adam, R.I.P. Groovinator, he showed that to me, and we watched that on his channel, and I'm like, oh my god, this is fucking greatness. So I'm pulling because Ryan's never seen it. We're gonna
watch the trailer.
We're gonna watch the trailer.
Yes.
This movie is fucking amazing. I bought my 4K and Blu-ray and DVD copy when I was down at Horror Hound in Cincinnati. Vinegar Syndrome puts out a lot of these movies that are kind of like the cult status classics like these. So yeah, they announced another one. I can't remember what it was. It's another really cool one though. But yeah, so here we go right here. We got to watch Samurai Cop too because it's got Robert Zadar and his huge fucking chin.
Yes. Glenn Quagmire.
Giggity goo. All right, here we go. Here's Miami Connection.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We have a special treat for you today. We have a new house band with a new dimension in rock and roll. We have the one, the only, Dragon Sound!
This band is the only family I had.
They're all black belts in Taekwondo and they're pretty bad.
I don't want you to mess it up by going out with a second-rate musician like that John character.
They came in here to play goddamn songs for kids! Not escape the Miami Ninja.
Everybody's dead.
Now they are.
Fucking hell.
Friends through eternity, loyalty
This is a movie that could have only have been made on purpose.
I feel represented. Do you guys remember when YK Kim was he was on his way out, and it was basically like people were like, I think it was like his wife or somebody was like, he would really like to, before he goes, like have people who've seen his movies and stuff, say what they think of him and stuff. And it was like a big long tweet log thing about like people praising him and stuff. I thought that was pretty heartwarming for not to take away from the comedic value. But like, goddamn, man, that guy was a machine. YK Kim back in the day.
Oh yeah,
he basically tried to turn Taekwondo into McDonald's. He wanted to bring Taekwondo across the country.
That was
awesome.
his goal with that movie. He wanted to make Taekwondo mainstream, and he was like, "Well, what's cool in America? Guns, ninjas, and cocaine. All right, let's do it." And music.
As an Asian person growing up in the 80s, like. Most Americans were like, "Are you Chinese or Japanese or like them Vietnamese?" Like to hear, like it was either kung fu or karate. There was no mediocre, like no in between. So when people heard Taekwondo, they're like, "What the hell is that?" It's Korean karate. What the hell's Korean? Like no Korean. Like what is a Korean? Like it was interesting to see that we've come so far. Like people now acknowledge because like Korea is a big deal now, especially in America.
So I got a question for you, Chris.
Is Asian?
Mm-hmm.
I had no idea.
I am
He's
a mixed bag, Guilo.
Wait,
he's only half Asian.
Chris, I got a question for you.
So are you Chinese or Japanese?
I'm the ocean, you dumbass hillbilly.
Wait, you're from the ocean?
What the hell is that?
Ming, bring the daughter. We go.
Bobby, get away from that guy's daughter. I don't want her peddling any commie propaganda to you. We're trying to sell propane and propane accessories. God damn it.
Connie, get away from that little white boy redneck. He hit you in the face with meat.
I'm gonna go. I almost went into Anderson. I'm a veteran of 2 foreign wars. Son of a bitch. It's time you treat a veteran like this. God damn it. It's time I catch you boys whacking in my tool shed. I'm gonna hog tie you.
Well, unfortunately,
Bork, you're an agent of the federal government. Never into the sentence on a preposition. Okay, you know that the camper off in they were whacking.
That's better, Ryan. I know you got to go, my man. So
yes,
I'll let you.
It is unfortunate. It is very late, and I have enjoyed every moment of this with all of you wonderful gentlemen. You are all more than welcome to be on Reality Base, including you, Chris.
I'm so sorry. I can blend into any society and sow discord.
Good. It's good to know that you said that, because...
Do we need another Cookie Puss?
Wait, hang on. He's here. Cookie Puss is here. Hang on. Wait for it. Hang on. Let me get him. Hang on.
Oh.
Cheers!
Oh my God! Never again.
We are far from fucking okay.
My goodness. Because I was thinking Asian, Jewish, something doesn't add up here.
I know, it's like a bad Skittles commercial.
But folks, thank you all very much for watching. If you haven't already, please like, share, and subscribe to Etep Wakuian. Hello, Vinny. I'm heading off, but I hope you're doing well, my good man.
Hey, buddy. Yeah, I'm doing all right. Great to see you too, Ryan.
Good. You're a very talented comics creator, and I wish you the best of luck in all of your future endeavors.
Thanks, man. I appreciate that. Likewise. Sending good thoughts your way.
Thank you. Now, folks, don't leave on my account. There's still plenty of great stuff for the rest of this stream, but you can find me at Brian Roger Athay. I'm the host and founder of Reality Based, and all of you wonderful gentlemen are more than welcome to be on the show to go through your origins and happenings as fellow creators. So until next time, ladies and gentlemen, and no other genders or binaries, bye for now, folks, unless any of you want to say anything before I go.
I was gonna say I'm booked on your show next week, Wednesday, I believe, isn't it? It's, yeah,
well,
it's next.
Let me just
I think-
check. Yes,
it's
yes,
pretty-
on the 31st, yes.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. On the 31st, I'll be over there next Wednesday with Ryan. That'll be. I've been looking forward to it. Thank you for coming on, man. I appreciate it.
Oh, thank you for having me, and hopefully it's the first of many great talks. So,
Absolutely.
Bye for now, gentlemen, and enjoy
Thank
the
you.
show.
Thank you very much, Ryan. Great
Have a great night.
meeting
Great
you,
night, buddy.
Bye.
Take care. Good.
There's Ryan.
Dude,
absolutely.
There's
Ryan's link right there.
Oh yeah, I had to replay when he reviewed my video. He read my channel description, and he actually read in that very proper British accent. Just don't get butthurt. You've been warned. it was so fucking good.
Yeah,
I know.
He brings the class.
Yeah.
I know. I was like, man, he made me sound way more sophisticated than I actually am. That shit was great.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
that
welcome,
dude,
Vinny.
Definitely subscribe to him. He definitely deserves the subs for sure.
Oh, he does great spotlight videos.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he does. He does great spotlights.
Yeah. Cody says I need him to narrate my life. Yeah, it's like you used to want to be Morgan Freeman, but you've heard him talk. Now it's like a new contender has entered the race.
Oh,
Randy Newman?
yeah.
Easy for an apple. Gonna take a bite. Nope. She's gonna blow on it first. Wipe it on her blouse.
Oh, dude, that sounds like
old husband walking over.
that sounds like the narrated porn that with the Downs girl.
Oh God.
Draven has a massive
As
erection
you
right now.
chuck his purple-headed warrior into her quivering mound of malt pudding.
She takes another poop and another poop.
God damn.
You guys gotta stop. Draven's getting too excited.
Speaking of excited, have you ever listened to Billy Joel's "We Didn't Start the Fire" and wanted to commit arson?
Not anymore.
This guy did.
Oh God.
That's just insult to injury.
Right.
You can't arrest me. I didn't do it. Listen to the song.
Right here, folks. May 24th. The song "We Didn't Start the Fire" was blasting from inside a Minnesota building that was set ablaze by the landlord, according to police, who say the accused arsonist queued up the Billy Joel single while torching the property with his tenants inside in protest of George Floyd's murder.
Oh no, really?
No, not really. I'm just making that part up. Investigators allege that Travis that's 37?
Oh,
holy
R37.
fuck.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm 43, and I mean, this cat looks like he's.
We
at
look
least
like
50.
spring chickens compared to this guy.
Oh my God, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I feel better about myself.
Like, yeah, this guy, holy shit. So he burned a Duluth duplex last Thursday morning using gasoline extracted from his car as an accelerant.
Siphoned it.
So that means he drank a good amount of it.
Yep.
Oh yeah, and it probably was the healthiest thing he'd consumed in a
Yeah.
while. I'm not gonna lie. He's being held in the county jail on $75,000 bail. Has been charged with arson in the first degree, a felony carrying a maximum 20-year prison sentence. As detailed in a probable cause statement, Duluth Police Department officers were dispatched to the duplex around 4 a.m. following a 911 call. When first responders arrived, they saw the upstairs apartment in flames with a "We didn't start the fire" blaring from the upstairs apartment. Carlson, who purchased the building in 2005, lives upstairs and rents out the downstairs space in the property, which was built in 1901. I bet you that went up like a tinder box.
Oh yeah.
All that old West wiring.
Oh,
Yep. But, Your Honor, we didn't start the fire, Judge. Well, my hands are tied. Case dismissed.
Judge Fudge.
Judge Fudge.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I was too.
Is he
busy
Soros
dispensing
appointed?
Justice.
Yeah.
Judge Fudge. Let's see. The downstairs tenant told cops he was awoken by the sounds of Carlson smashing glass and breaking things in the upstairs unit. A neighbor reported seeing Carlson wearing a helmet and smashing his own windows around 3:30. Careful, Draven might try to date him.
He's like, fuck you guys. Fuck all of you.
The witness.
He's playing the same music right now as he's gonna load up his car with gasoline, drive over to Etep's. I'm sorry.
Oh shit.
I didn't get arrested. Oh.
He crossed state lines. It was assault gasoline.
Yeah. Banned assault gasoline.
You're like, bullshit. Vampires don't drive, they fly. Case dismissed.
Yeah. Your Honor, was the gasoline black? Was it true? Was it black gasoline? Was it assault gasoline? No, Your Honor. It was the normal gasoline color. Then it wasn't assault gasoline. He's acquitted. Let's see. Arson investigators discovered a drilled hole in the gas tank of the defendant's truck and the lids to gas cans laying on the ground by the truck. Additionally, a drill was found nearby. The downstairs tenant told cops after Carlson laid ruin to his own apartment for 20 minutes, he knocked on the tenant's door to announce the house is on fire. Carlson was arrested the following day and was found with fresh burns to his legs and arms. While Carlson's tenants have been displaced from the property, they were not injured in the blaze. How did he afford that? What did they sell?
Carl, that burns people.
Jesus Christ! Like, this is definitely the kind of guy I would expect to do something like that.
Yeah.
Like, holy shit! Wait, Godzillionaire says it's not Draven's fault. He just likes Downs with the sickness and System of a Downs. It's the music's fault. Brutal Morningwood. Draven. I quit playing Jedi Survivor for this.
I know, right? Exactly.
Fuck you guys. Fuck
There's that Aerosmith song, Going Downs.
Elevator going downs. Yeah. So that's a guy who fucking literally set his own home on fire. Just because. Just fucking because, folks. Billy Joel.
I read a story years ago about I think it was a Michigan couple who set their apartment complex on fire because they were trying to cook a squirrel with a hot plate.
Oh, damn.
That's what normal people do.
Yeah.
I think they were like charged with like $3.something million in damages. I'm like, if they're cooking a squirrel with a hot plate, I highly doubt they've got $3.2 million.
Yeah.
And they were from Michigan. And they're from Michigan, of course. Ladies and gentlemen, I implore you, do not judge my entire state on the actions of these bumpkins who can't operate a simple hot plate. I assure you, there's much, much worse here. Have you ever been to Dearborn?
Oh, God.
Or should I say Dearbornistan? Yeah. When you're out in public and you hear what is that, the Adon, I think it's called, being played
over the loudspeakers. It's all.
Yeah, it's like whoa. At one point, they built a mosque in Big Rapids where I lived, right? And they had the I can't remember what the welcome center is called. There's a name for it. I can't remember what it's called, but anyway. So my beard at the time was really fucking long, and I was really fucking dark. And they were like, "We want you to go in there and kind of like act like." I'm like, "No." I'm like, "You motherfuckers know my background." No. Like, fuck that. Yeah, like I ain't going in a fucking no. Like I have no. I'm not saying that. I'm not cast. Well, let's be honest about the religion, folks. It's a bit barbaric and backwards, and But I mean, there's times where you think about it, and you're like, are they really wrong?
She showed angle. Quick, get the gasoline. Burn her.
No, that's how you blow up a leftist's head. As you tell them, you basically say that religion was right about women.
Yep. and they're like, but and then they're like, I have to be tolerant of other people's religions, but feminism, but equality and equity, and they're like, boom, and then it just scanners, just Michael Ironside just sitting there staring at him across the room, going.
And then and that's what leads people to listen to Billy Joel and burn down the house.
You think it would be more apropos if he was playing the Talking Heads burning down the house.
Down the house, yes. I was just listening to that with Trey earlier. I was like, I was looking at the Talking Heads t-shirts, and I was like, I'm going to order one of those. And he goes, I want one too. I'm like, I really want to order him one now, just so on dress down day he can go to school wearing a Talking Heads fucking t-shirt. I'm like,
I can't wait for the 4K of their concert film to come out.
Oh shit!
Oh really? They released one? Nice.
Well, they released one back in the 80s, but it was filmed with real, actual film cameras, so they were actually able to go in and remaster and restore the footage. Because that concert was fucking insanely great.
I'd love to see all their videos remastered too.
One of the craziest concerts. I've been to a lot of metal shows and shit with some fucking insane crowds. But one of the craziest fucking shows was a Jay Giles Band concert.
No.
Dude, back before, Homeboy's passing, but I mean, their fucking fans are fucking loco. It was a fucking blast, though. Like, they were awesome in fucking concert. Like, even that late in the game, they were still fucking great, and the crowd was just insane. Like, it was fun. A lot safer than being at a fucking DMX concert. But yeah, that was fucking.
We play freeze frame in my band on occasion, so
nice.
Oh, yeah,
nice. That's another one. My fucking kid likes.
You ever listen to Skillet?
Yes,
I've heard a couple of their songs.
Yep, I've seen them live.
I loved Skillet back in the 2000s. I guess it would have been mid 2000s. And I won tickets of all places. I won at a strip club. I won tickets where they were a starting show. They were a warm up show. I can't remember who the main band was, but all the other bands were really big bands as well. All I wanted to see was Skillet, and they were clearly strung out, hungover, didn't move around at all. It was they were the worst. Every single other act of this show was fan-fucking-tastic, but the one group I want to see was fucking Skillet was terrible. They were bad.
I seen them at Creation back before they made the move to like secular music, and they were awesome live.
Yeah, I only bring that. That's actually I'm not a big concert goer. That's the only rock concert I've ever been to, and like I said, the rest of it was good, but I only want to see the Skillet, and they were so disappointing. Like I said, they were probably hung out or hungover, strung out.
Well, they had like a hot drummer, didn't they?
That's his what?
Jen?
I don't think they even
keyboardist is his wife.
They didn't even have a drummer up on the stage. I don't think, if I remember right. They were just all, yeah.
I thought you were talking about hot drummers. I was thinking of the drummer from Great White, but that was because he got killed in the pyro.
Oh no!
Damn it!
We didn't start.
I've never heard of Pig Destroyer.
I'm like, why would you put pyro in a club? And he's in a fully enclosed drum shield, and they killed him.
We had to Pepsi him.
What was that? What the hell was Hailstorm? They were at Riff Fest. They were good, and Lizzie Hale's fucking hot. But what?
I'm from the area where they originated, and I'm just not a fan. They always played them on the fucking radio, and it's weird. Yeah, it's weird too because like I really love female-led like rock.
Yeah,
and that's the one that I'm just like fuck them.
Do you listen to In This Moment?
I love In This Moment.
I had
seen them live actually when for Black Widow and that album came out. That show was fucking awesome.
The first song I ever heard of theirs was Whore. I was like, This kind of hit different. I'm like, all right. I'm like,
Blood was the first song that I heard. Nice. Go figure, right?
Did you ever look? Did you look up Dorothy yet?
Oh, I haven't had a chance to. No.
Yeah, do that. They had some good shit.
What was the other one? Flyleaf. I used to like Flyleaf too.
Flyleaf is good until they lost the first singer that they had. Now I have a new singer and she sucks.
See, it was the same with the band I used the lead-ins from, Hearing Shapes with Pure Imagination and Death of a Bachelor. Yep. The girl that sang that left the band like 4 years ago. Okay. And they had one bigger song after that, but they had a new female vocalist, and she's good. Don't get me wrong, I'm not shitting on her or anything, but the other chick's vocals were so much better. Yeah. Like just so much more impactful that it just wasn't the same.
Temptations is really good too. They're like kind of like gothic metal, and she has like that basically all their songs are fucking epic. Like they just sound epic. But she's pretty good. They have a couple featuring videos or whatever. One has Howard Jones in it from Killswitch, which is really good.
See, I like I know I catch a lot of shit for it, but I like Five Finger Death Punch. I do. They've been called the most expensive cover band in the world, but they do a lot of shit for the fucking troops and all that, which I dig. And it was funny when I saw them at Riff Fest. Ivan Moody was like he was like 4 days out of rehab, so they weren't even sure if he was going to show up at the fucking concert, and they were the undercard to Rob Zombie was the headliner, which that was like the third time I'd seen Rob Zombie in concert. Oh, nice. And say what you want about him, about his movies. I've always been a fan of his music. Like I loved White Zombie as a kid. Like I used to listen to Thunder Kiss 65 in the locker room. Natural Born Killers. Natural Born Killers by Ice Cube and Dre were like my two songs I'd listen to before football games. But
Zombie too. So.
He puts on a fucking amazing stage show. Another band is that I really like just because of Dave Draven was Disturbed. Okay. When they redid was the Sound of Silence, I think his name is was what's his name? Paul what's his name that sang that?
Simon and Garfunkel.
Simon and Garfunkel. I saw that when they released that, they were touring and they came through Grand Rapids. I went to see them. It was Greta Van Fleet, who sounds a lot like Led Zeppelin. They sound like Led Zeppelin.
Dude, I love people shit on me for it, but I freaking love Greta Van Fleet.
Yeah, they're all right.
They were really, I love that band. I've seen them twice live.
Yeah.
Them and Pop Evil, who another Michigan band. I dug them. But
I'm a raw kind of guy. Like I'm like a hard rock dude, man. Like it has to be a good mix of like clean lyrics with rough lyrics. Like all the like Disturbs and the Five Finger Death Punches. It's just cookie cut. It's like Theory of a Nickel Hinder back man. Like that's literally what they are. They all fucking sound. They're cookie cutter. They all sound the same.
But Disturbed improved. I can't remember which album it was, but I know it's Deploy at the time. They came out with an album. It was either in 05 or 06 when they really started harmonizing more, like the tunes and everything really improved. And then it was not long after that when The Sound of Silence came out, which is by far their rendition of The Sound of Silence is one of my favorite songs of all time. One of the best ways to see it is when they did their live performance on the Conan O'Brien show. Look that up if you guys haven't seen it. That appearance is fucking amazing. It's the best one I've seen. It's better than the music video. But also, it's so funny you brought it up. I think just yesterday I found Dan Vask did his own version of their version of The Sound of Silence. Dan Vask from Friday Night Tights is fucking chilling.
Nice.
I hate that song. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Hail instant regret. What's going on, brother?
That song because there's no harmony.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
I like the original, honestly. The original I prefer more.
Yeah. Well, did you guys ever hear Bad Wolf's rendition of Zombie by the Cranberries?
Yeah, that's good. I like that.
I haven't. I heard a couple
of Bad Wolf songs, lyrics. But... Yeah, he changed the lyrics because, like, I think he corrected them in some regards because when they were listing off all the weapons and stuff in their tanks and their bombs and their guns. Well, he actually says in their drones and their tanks and it makes more sense because in the Cranberries version, Dolores actually says like, "And their bombs, and their bombs." Yeah, it's like, wait, you just said that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I've been listening to some like more obscure shit lately. I found a band called Gnome.
No, like GNOME.
And it's actually pretty goddamn good music. It's just a straight up hardcore, like not hard, but a hard rock power trio.
Mm-hmm. Beast in Black is really good. Like if you like that, like hair metal, like power metal kind of stuff. I use a lot of their songs for my intros or whatever for the pay-per-views. That's who that is. So yeah.
Did you see Nelson's last?
I'm gonna
comment?
hit that. I'm gonna hit that comment next.
So that reminds me of. Have you guys ever seen? We had a British person on, so I'm sure they would have seen it. But like, has anybody ever seen the IT Crowd?
Yes.
Mm-mm.
Do you remember what was his name? Like, not Renfield, the goth that they kept in the basement.
Oh yeah. Noel Fielding is the guy's name.
Yeah. Well, there's an episode where they explain why he was like exiled to the basement, and it was because when they went to the CEO's dad's funeral or whatever, he brought a Cradle of Filth CD, and he's all in his goth makeup, and he looks like the Crow, and he's like, "This has helped me through very difficult times, and I think you might enjoy it as well. I think it's their best work." And he hands him the Cradle of Filth CD to the grieving white widow, and you just look over at the boss, who's the son, and he's like, "Ah!" And that's how I got exiled.
The best episode of that show is when they convince Jen that tiny black box with the red light is the internet.
Yep, don't drop it.
Parody of the internet.
We keep it in Big Ben. It's under lock and key. I swear.
I've never seen that show. I've never seen it.
It's the IT Crowd.
Yeah, it's what the Big Bang Theory should have been.
Yeah. We tried turning it off and on again.
Yeah, that's how they answer. They work for an IT department at like this mega like corporation.
Go to the basement because nobody cares about IT.
Is that the one with Matt Berry?
Yes, Matt Berry. That's where he. Father.
Yeah, that was fucking awesome.
My favorite GIF is when I'm about ready to just walk out of a conversation. Is that one of the CEO?
Yeah.
Up,
Venom,
the window, and then just straight at it.
Yeah, that was the one who Matt Berry replaced after he literally walked off.
The guy's name.
Yeah, Denholm Renholm.
Yeah.
Sorry, you guys are like, what the hell are you freaking talking about?
I know, I have no fucking. I'm as lost now as when you motherfuckers start talking about Resident Evil and shit. I'm just like, I'm just gonna mute and go off camera and fucking scroll Twitter.
Like, so there's British humor and stuff, and I know British humor isn't for everyone because, like, especially for some reason, ladies hate fucking Monty Python, but or a good percentage of them do. But the IT Crowd, if you have any interest in geeky shit whatsoever, it aged really well too, because there's scenes in there that I was rewatching, and it had Wong from there's a guy in there from Doctor Strange. Remember Wong?
Mm-hmm.
Well, he's in there, and he's a master of a game show that does like, it's kind of like not is it Scrabble or whatever, where you like get a bunch of random letters and you can make a million words out of it.
Yeah,
or whatever.
Scrabble.
Yeah, there was a game show on
Boggle?
Boggle. Yeah, there was a game show on British television all about that, and apparently one of the IT guys is like a legend. Like, it's like his secret thing, and like he's a normal guy or whatever, but like in the realm of that game show, he is like the legendary guy, and like and Wong is there, and he's like, we don't give him that name. His real name is Word. It's like, I came to drink my milk and kick ass, and my milk is finished. And it was like, okay. And like the Irish guy who's like kind of a normie, he's like a dork, but he's also kind of a normie. He's like, what the hell is going on with these people? Nice. So yeah, it's probably one of the funniest shows I've seen in a long time.
Yeah, Chris, he showed me like a bunch of like some of the best clips out of that stuff, and oh my god, dude, it does look awesome.
It's quite fun.
Where's that streaming at?
Comes out of Great Britain.
I think Netflix has it.
Oh, really? Okay, I can check it out then.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Either
I'll check it
Netflix
out.
or Amazon Prime, one of the two. I can't remember which one has it right.
I got both of them. I'll look. Yeah, I was like, I would have said, yeah, I'll look at it tomorrow. I'll check some of it out tomorrow night because I'm old and I go to bed early on the nights I have off. But I remembered I'm streaming with Black Angus tomorrow night.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
So,
sweet.
Yeah, yeah.
Sheila doesn't get to shout me out. I'd say you are, Sheila. Just because I'm the fat ugly one. Jeez. God damn, woman.
Wasn't even looking at the chat. What's she saying?
Meanwhile, Adam's over here like he's snapping his fingers. Ladies, please. take my furry jacket off, ladies.
Oh yeah, Angus is a good dude. I've been friends with Angus for a while.
Oh yeah, I stream with him on Tuesdays.
I think you're the one who introduced me to him. Because he's ex-army. He's a veteran too. Good guy.
Hell yeah. Yeah, he's a medical.
It was a name for an old porn star.
Oh, the pieces are falling together now.
If you watch his Twitter feed, you're not far off.
No.
Nope. Yep.
He's pretty much posting hardcore porn on a daily basis.
Yeah, he does. Which is funny. I get banned on Twitter for calling somebody a retard, and then there's people showing their assholes on there. I'm just like,
Yep.
Right.
I guess they figure there's so many assholes on Twitter every fucking day.
There's people paying the coal toll too.
Oh no.
24/7 as well on there.
There's all the let's make a milkshake.
Yep.
oh, dude. Yeah, there's. I'm trying to find it here. Hang on a second. I want to see. I'm surprised I haven't gone to Twitter jail for my the fun I've been having at the expense of Erica Marsh.
Oh no.
Let's see. I told her. I posted this one to her a little bit ago. I was like, hey, yeah. Wait, not that one. Not that one. Where it is, right here. I was like, that was, yeah. Well, she's an idiot. I mean, look, if any cable channel covers Ron DeSantis' presidential campaign announcement live, I will be boycotting that channel's Z's. A Nazi white supremacist should not be given legitimate coverage as a presidential candidate. First of all, he's not a Nazi white supremacist. He's a fucking piece of shit cocksucking rhino. He's bought and paid for, but I wouldn't exactly call him a white supremacist. Mm-hmm. A dumb piece of shit who talks out of both sides of his mouth. Absolutely. Absolutely. But no, I wouldn't say white supremacist. I wouldn't say that. That's reserved for the Democrats.
No, so, yeah, like honestly at this point, like we're well past jumping the shark for white supremacy.
Yeah.
Like when you start accusing Latinos and black people of being white supremacists.
That's why they had to go to
Muslims.
white supremacy, because they jump the shark too much when it comes to the term racist. So they had to change it to white supremacy because they used racist.
It's a dog whistle. It's a dog whistle. It just means anti-communist.
And we can all hear it.
The black face of white supremacy. What?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah.
How does that even work?
Yeah. Well,
hey, guys, you can't forget what we have sitting in the office right now. That puppet was what? Best friends with the leader of the KKK. All right.
Yeah.
So, like, how could they
he eulogized him.
He did.
Wow.
And people seem to forget that. Etep, I just put something in the private. If you want to see what they're praising instead, go ahead and click that. It's like 20 seconds.
He was a grand cyclops, not the full leader. You got to get it right. He's a grand cyclops.
Cyclops!
So he's pop.
Like literally, I think it's literally what it was. That's his title. Something weird like grand cyclops.
Yeah, they got some weird ass titles. It's like Grand Wizard and like the.
Yeah.
Really? Do you cast spells and shit? Like.
Right. You shoot lasers out of your eyes.
Yeah.
Somebody check his mana.
Jews.
All right, bud. I heard Jews in the background somewhere, fella. Is there an abo huffing petrol anywhere here?
I did send her a moving picture of my cock with a posted on the end of it. Said, "You're cute. Want me to eat your ass?"
Yeah.
Joe, I don't think you should lead with that, Joe.
I've actually been watching the President's Play Games channel. It's fucking
Yes.
All right,
Bro,
here we
hook a
go.
brother up.
Mr. President, you're in the Capitol building and you're going the wrong way. The exit's on your other side of the building. Like, we gave him the map.
Oh,
people.
Wow.
81 million.
Enough said, right?
When was that?
God damn.
Was that after the State of the Union address?
Oh my God. He's fucking like he's gone.
He's completely gone.
He's gone mentally. There is nothing there.
They
There's
had the
nothing.
emails. Well, they had the emails from his son, 2018, and part of the big leak that they had or whatever. They said in 2018 he said it to multiple people. He says his dad has Lewy body dementia, and that was in 2018. They were aware of this.
Dude, I'll never forget when he visited. Well, first he shit himself at the Vatican, but like he went to the royal family or whatever, and Ferguson was like, she's totally like not really in step with the rest of the reptiles there, and she's like, it was just loud and sustained, and people couldn't pretend they weren't hearing it. The guy was just like shitting himself. It was like blowing bubbles in chocolate milk. It's just like the smell and like to hear that, like what? This is like a British royal talking about an American president shitting his pants.
That explains why he doesn't want to do the debates or whatever in the thing.
He shit himself.
Oh yeah, Kennedy would fucking wipe the floor with him.
Oh, and I like Kennedy. I do. But his stance on guns is my fucking sticking point with him.
Yeah.
That's my issue with him.
No matter what, he's still a Democrat.
Right.
I know.
Never trusted Kennedy. Although he's said a lot of good things, he's done a lot of good shit too. But that's my motto: never trusted Kennedy.
I listened to at least an hour or two of those Forbes Happening Now videos of all the congressional hearings. It used to be Roll Call I'd listen to. Now it's this one, and I listen to him just eviscerate people on a daily basis, and I have to remind myself this guy's a fucking Democrat. Like,
right?
He
sounds so based on so many freaking.
He
things.
does. It's like, is it real? I mean,
well, that is because he's released multiple books. Ripping apart the Fauci and fucking breaking down all those things. He's done a lot of good. He's fought for kids. He made sure the ones who got harmed and for decades that they got justice. He's won almost all of his court cases regarding that stuff. That's why they're afraid of him. Because once he brings that to the table, and if he's in a debate and he starts breaking down the facts of like what happened the last 2 years.
Oh yeah.
You're gonna see what happened to his uncle. It happened to him live.
Yep. And that's the sad history of that family is the old man was a fucking bootlegger. I mean, old Joe Kennedy, mob ties.
There is no mafia.
Yeah. I mean, allegedly, right? Allegedly.
No, it's an evil family. I mean, there's no way. Like, remember Skakel there, freaking offed his nanny, and they're just like, yeah, let's sweep that under the rug. Or Ted and his driving course with his alcoholic.
What was that movie that Ouija board scene was from? I had to text my sister and have her remind me.
Yeah, with the car.
It's like, will Ted Kennedy ever be president? And the thing flies out of his hand, hits two walls, hits this car that's on the mantle, and the car rolls off the edge and into the fish tank.
Yep, on fire.
That answers that question.
Shit. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, Clone Geek.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Like I said, now we still haven't got the Tranifesto.
Nope, and we never will.
That's never going to be released. That'll be released the day they release the JFK shootings, which is the next Wednesday from never.
What about the Las Vegas one where they made up the story and we're supposed to believe that, and it's like, dude, there are eyewitnesses that survived. If you're gonna do a freaking false flag, you gotta make sure there's no witnesses.
Tony, when I was out there, when I was in Vegas, Tony and I, because we went by where that happened, and Tony's brother-in-law was working security at that, right? And he left right before everything started. And Tony was telling me, because I remember watching, that happen. And I just remember the sheriff who ended up running for governor being like his whole demeanor, his story, everything completely changing within the first 3 or 4 days after the shooting. Like his whole demeanor, like it was like he was saying things under duress.
It was a single gunman.
Yeah, bump stocks. That was bump stocks. Bump stocks. It's all bump stocks. It's like, do you read the windows in hotels and the windows? You can't open those.
Those are airtight. Yeah, like
to break those windows out, it takes it takes a lot of to break those fuckers.
You know why they started doing that, right? Why they made sure that
suicides.
They couldn't open all the way. It wasn't just
Suicides.
that. The case that fucking landed it was Eric Clapton's son.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah. That's what sealed the deal, and they made sure every fucking hotel they couldn't open up the windows all the way like that.
It was because of what?
Eric Clapton's son went out the window. This little kid, he was playing, opened it up, and fucking crawled out.
Whoa!
Wow.
Yep.
I never knew about that. Really?
Yeah, that's that song "Tears in Heaven" or whatever it was. That's where that came from.
Oh, that was about a kid that went out a window.
Yep.
No shit. I never knew that.
Mm-hmm.
And that song resulted in them changing the windows for hotels. Wow.
Well, not the song, but the actual
not the song, but just the incident. Yep.
Yeah, that and those windows are all gas sealed, because you're in the desert, and buildings like that would cook people alive. Like you could boil water in a room without those windows being gas sealed to stop the greenhouse effect.
Yeah.
Like otherwise, if you had just like normal windows in that place, your AC bill would be through the roof.
I remember also, I mean, this is so long ago now. It's been so long since I've looked into it, but I remember analyzing that with some military buddies and some guys who had some really, really, really high level experience. And we were analyzing all the pictures from the rooms and shit. There was, I don't remember what all the details were, but there was so much that made no fucking sense.
Well, there was multiple muzzle flashes going on.
Well, there were multiple caliber guns in the audio that they didn't confiscate.
It was the positioning of where everything was. It made no sense.
Well, and come on, the most heavily monitored buildings in the world are the casinos. Like, this guy somehow smuggled in all this shit under the security cameras.
He had how many rifles?
They got the video. The video shows they were even helping him. There was the concierge or whatever, the bellboys or whatever helped him bring the stuff in. There's the video of him bringing the bags.
It's like smoking aces.
Yeah, but he had like the full on like arsenal cases too. Like they did hundreds of pounds of shit. It wasn't just like here's a couple of things of luggage. It was like body size things, like small coffins.
I mean, I wouldn't look too much into that aspect of it though, because the thing is he was a high roller, and he's one of the ones that casinos do kiss his ass for anything. So whatever you want to do, you want to bring in thousands of pounds worth of shit, you go right ahead. So.
I got my RPG and my chain fed saw. Don't worry about it.
Right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Mindy Robinson did a documentary on that, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
On Twitter, I think she's got the link in her Twitter bio.
Yeah, I remember. I think Tony shared that with me before. Oh, he said. Speaking of Tony, we mentioned his name 3 times. He shows up. He says, "I have biscuits and gravy inside." I'm jealous. I made Italian.
I call this chick biscuits and gravy, green biscuits and gravy. I'm inside her.
The biscuits, I give her the gravy.
I made
Italian sliders tonight. That's what I made for dinner. I made sliders.
Sliders.
Oh yeah.
Jerry O'Connell and John Rhys Davies and
God damn it.
That show is great.
They go to Texas when it's still a country.
Yep.
You remember the one that they finally did get home, and they only had like a couple seconds to test it out? Yeah. The one way I find out, it's this gate to get inside of his house. He goes to open it, and he goes, "It's not creaking. This ain't the one." And then he leaves, and his father just came out, and he had just fixed the gate.
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh."
I prefer Israeli sliders. Jews.
Oh no.
Man.
That's just nasty.
Oh, that's nasty.
I don't know. Gal Gadot's an Israeli. Oh, might slide
Yeah.
into her.
Nasty with her.
I'd eat her like a slider. Draven, she's out. She's got normal chromosomes.
Gal Gadot needs a couple of more dots.
I'll paint her white.
Yeah, I'm surprised She-Hulk's not white, but she's at a downward angle with her ankles up, so we're only seeing her calf down. Vinny's like, I painted her like Earl Scheib.
I turned her into a Jackson Pollock painting.
You can't see it from here, but from the vagina up to her forehead, completely covered.
No, Gal Gadot is an Israeli spinner.
Oh, hey now.
She's
here we go.
Isn't she tall? She's not.
Yeah,
she's like yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, but she's skinny. She's really thin.
Gorgeous, man.
Several witnesses who said on social media there were multiple shooters in the windows and walking around the Vegas shooting had heart attacks days after. 1970 CIA admits they have a gun that causes a heart attack. Wasn't that what they used to kill Andrew Breitbart allegedly?
They have weapons that could literally like liquefy your freaking eyes and your brain and your skull from miles away.
No, there is a bullet that was developed in China. So it does exist. That means like whatever China has, we probably already have it. That it does. If it hits any, it basically taps into your neurological system. So any like if you get hit in the arm or whatever, it sends nanomachines that go and attack your nerves, and they will give you like a heart attack.
Jesus Christ!
Shot in the leg, those nanomachines will go in through your blood system.
Do you guys remember Loose Change?
Yep.
Yeah.
There was the one guy who
is the 9/11 video. Yeah.
Yeah, 9/11. The Jones film on that. They interviewed this black guy, and he was on multiple broadcasts, and he actually went into Building 7. He saw what was going on in there, and he was gonna testify or whatever. And this guy he had a perfectly clean bill of health. Dies of a massive heart attack a couple days after he did the interview. Yeah, so isn't that interesting?
Yep.
And he said what was in there. Because the entire building looked empty. He went into the lobby. Everything was like ripped out of the walls. Wiring was hanging there. And he said that there was like a closet that was filled, but he couldn't see what was in there. And he was escorted out of there quickly.
It was all Semtex.
You know, and that's
and then people are on camera saying the building's going to come down. The building's going to come down. Next thing you know, it came down. Wasn't on fire. No planes hit it. Fucking nothing.
See the charges going off. Like that was a demolition.
Yeah.
It was demolition.
I remember seeing that video you were talking about, Adam.
And the rooftop security was just magically off that day.
Yeah.
Because what's his name? One of the Bushes, like, was it Jeb?
Yeah, one of the Bush. Not Jeb. It was the other one. He
owned
his company did security. Yeah, his company did security on that building.
And wasn't there Saudi royalty that left that day? Like flew out of the U.S. That there was some. They were visiting the Bush family though.
Yeah.
Well, that's some of the
Bin Laden's family. Bin Laden's
the majority of the files in that. The majority of the files in that fucking building was related to the Bushes and what they had done.
Yeah, and that's. And I had this discussion with my dad, and I was talking to Tony about it earlier. I said, I'm embarrassed to admit that I voted for W.
I voted for him the second time.
I voted for him twice.
What was the alternative?
Exactly. Yeah, I sure as fuck wasn't going to vote for Al Gore or what was
who made billions off of the fucking climate scam.
Yep. And who did he run against in 2004? It was
John Kerry.
Fucking Frankenstein. Yeah, I mean, but looking back, it's
they're all part of the same group, man.
Yep. Yeah.
9/11 still would have happened regardless. They're all part of the same fucking group.
Yep. It's just they're all fucking crooked, and it's like you see, Bush hanging out at Bohemian Grove with Bill and all them, and it's like Jesus Christ.
Well, did you see the candies that he would give Michelle? It was an inside joke because he knew Barry from when Barry was 14. they used to visit because his guardian was involved in some fucking highly illegal shit. He was a 3-letter agency operative, and he would see him, and so that was the inside joke. Here's the same candies I used to give Barry when I used to see him as a kid, and he was giving it to them every time he saw them in person.
Do you guys remember the gay guy that was talking about Barry?
Michelle?
And he no. There was apparently there was like some gay guy, some rich dude in New York or Chicago or something that was looking for a good time, and the limo driver hooked him up with his friend Barry, and performed Phil Inlatio on him.
Oh yeah. I did hear about that. Yeah, I saw that interview.
They sued that guy into oblivion, and I think they snuffed him.
I was gonna say, did he mysteriously die too?
Won't be surprised.
He had such a great time with him that Barry showed up at his hotel the next day.
Yeah, he came back and he brought some cocaine.
I remember he had some sort of like evidence to prove it was real somehow. Like the timing of where they all were and everything. Like everything lined up. He wasn't bullshit.
Yeah, he's like, what am I going to gain from this? Like, I didn't even know this guy was like a president. I didn't know who this guy was until he ran for president.
If you really want to look into some deep dive in fucking weird ass conspiracy shit, look into okay, so Obama wrote that book, Dreams of My Father, if I remember right. And so but then a documentary was wrote a book and a documentary movie was made afterwards called Dreams of My Real Father. And it really does show all the evidence lines up that the entire Kenya thing was all a distraction from the fact that his real father was actually a communist pornographer that knocked up his mom in Hawaii, and his grandfather, his mom's father, worked for the CIA. The Kenyan dude who they claim to be Obama's father was actually an asset working with the CIA in Hawaii at the time, not like high level asset, but like he was being used for something. And then they just simply took him and said, "You are now this boy's father." That's the entire thing. So now the entire Kenya, if you look at this dude, I can't remember this guy's name, but if you were to pull a picture up, he and Obama, they are exact matches. They look exactly alike. But if you look obviously at the Kenyan father, nothing, no resemblance whatsoever. All the timing matches perfectly. Obama even met with this dude, spent summers with him in his off time, and that's where he became a communist. Yeah, there was tons of connections. That's where Obama became the communist that he is now, because he spent time with his real father, who was an actual communist. Look up Dreams of My Real Father. It'll blow your mind and tear apart all these other fucking stories.
Well, I was going to say, Sotero, like I said, his grandmother and his grandfather, whatever. That Sotero guy was running some very, very big fucking things down in Colombia and other places in the South American area, and that's why he's got so much fucking money, because they go, the schools that he went to, he didn't grow up poor. They all said, "Oh, you grew up poor," or whatever. Buried it.
Yeah, right.
They were worth millions from the dirty deals that Sotero was doing. Fucking
like
millions.
AOC.
Yeah.
I live in New York City. I'm from the Bronx. Here's a picture of her house. It's in like some suburbs, and it's like super rich. It's like that bitch never freaking knew what property was.
She turns into Boricua Barbie when she needs to. That's the thing. It's
like always tired.
Yeah, it's like
okay, exactly.
I ain't no ways tired, Hillary. Yeah, I keep hot sauce in my purse. Shoot, child. It's like, bitch, please. It's so fucking disingenuous.
It is.
So that's his real. That's his real. Yeah.
Real father. I can't remember.
Dude,
I can't remember his name. But yeah, that's
everything.
That dude is a full-blown fucking member of the Communist Party, was spreading all kinds of communist propaganda and everything. Barack was spending time with him every fucking summer. But his mom, and there are actually pictures. Like, this dude has the pictures of the woman who looks just like Barack's mom when she was a fucking like 18 years old or whatever, where he was taking pictures of her nude, because that's what this dude did. He was a pornographer. And he was taking nude pictures of her. Of course, they claim it's not her, but it looks exactly fucking like her.
Yeah,
Wow.
no, they said his mom was an operative or an asset rather. She was an asset of the CAA.
Yeah.
That's what the big thing was.
Yeah, if you still have my screen up, this is the book I'm talking.
Yeah, they were using her to infiltrate a bunch of shit.
Yeah, check it out.
I got that. I got that
no, you
other
can't see it.
picture. No, I can't see that. I still got the other
Never mind.
picture.
Yeah,
up there.
don't worry about it. But yeah, check
All
out the book and the documentary, Dreams of My Real Father.
Wow.
That's Jesus. Hang on, I got
that was
one here.
released in theaters. A documentary.
This is
Yeah,
this is the
yeah, it was a
picture.
big thing.
This is it right here.
Wow.
Yep, that's it. That's what I was trying to pull.
Wait, so the guy on the left is supposed to be his real dad?
Yeah. Yep.
How?
The Kenyan dude. Yeah.
Yeah,
Dude, he looks nothing like anyone in that family. There are shots when he goes out to Kenya, and no one in the family looks like him. Not a single fucking person.
How? Like that guy doesn't like. He's not even like a third cousin removed. Like
no.
Look at that guy.
Nowhere even close.
Well, they were hoping American people would be so stupid that they'd say that thing. Oh, they look the same. They all look the.
Well, that's why the whole birth certificate thing became such a thing. It was a distraction. It was a distraction from the real story. That's who the dad actually is.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
That's like the whole flat earther thing. That flat earther thing isn't real. Nobody believes that. Nobody believes the Earth is flat. That's a distraction so that anybody that brings up any kind of conspiracy theory can be attributed to could be lumped in with that group of weirdo flat earthers.
Yep.
Say what you want about Obama, but his mom had some great nudes. God damn it, Tony.
Stop looking at Angela Lansbury naked as well.
That's murder, she wrote.
Naked on a cold day. Margaret naked on a cold day.
Making pictures of B. Arthur.
Oof.
Hey,
On that note,
got out, so that demand in Airheads came true.
And then there's Maud.
Yep, it's time for wrestling. It's time for some AEW wrestling. We're gonna go over Draven's for that. Draven, do you have the card?
I can bring it up here. Give me a second.
Yeah. Go ahead. Let's see the card for tonight. Instant regret. My boy Chris, who he said that he didn't take enough edibles for the show, so I've taken 3. I'll wait another 10 minutes and I'll take another one because apparently he said I'll need them for tonight. I'm getting ready to pre-order the game, so I'm hoping that's good at least.
So yeah, here's the card. It looks like we got the Lucha Bros versus Claudio and Yuta for the ROH Tag Champions, I guess.
That's
Yep.
That'd be a good
one.
got Orange Cassidy versus Kyle Fletcher for the AEW International Championship.
Ooh.
We have House of Black versus Blake Christian, AR Fox, and Metalik for the Trios Champions, which is going to be a squash. We have Taya Valkyrie versus Lady Frost, which will be a pretty good match.
That's going to be an aesthetically pleasing match.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
We have matches on this card.
Yep. We have Tony Khan. Well, there's another one that was announced too. I can't remember what it was. But yeah. Tony Khan will announce the first location for Collision, which if it's Chicago, we know Punk is back. If it's not, we know he's not back.
Yep.
Contract signing between Jericho and Adam Cole for the match. We'll hear from FTR. We'll hear from the Four Pillars, and we'll hear from Pebbles. Ricky Starks.
The Pebble.
Yeah.
Oh shit! That's gonna be a good. It'll be. I'm looking forward to the Taya Valkyrie and Lady Frost match. Honestly, I not just because they're both fine as fuck, but I think that'll probably be the match of the night.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because they know their shit, man. They could wrestle.
Yep. You've got 2 fucking badass fucking girls in there. But yeah, that's everybody's links are in the description, folks. You know where to find us. You got the Legion of Memers. You guys are doing the meme stream Saturday, right?
Yes, we are.
Vet's talking. Adam's got his show tomorrow night, and he's got Skinamax Saturday night still, correct?
Yeah.
No Saturday nights. No Saturday night's main event this week because we'll be watching wrestling. Are we watching on your channel Saturday, Draven?
Yeah, we'll watch Rampage Saturday on my channel. I guess we can watch some of the beginning of Clash of Champions until Rampage starts, if you guys want. But
we can do that. I'll watch a little bit of it. I can't watch a full WWE pay-per-view though. Yeah, so we'll be over on Draven's channel Saturday night. Remember, no Saturday night's main event this week. Friday afternoon, Vinny, you've got your stream at 5 this week, correct?
Yep.
Okay.
At 5. I don't know if I'm going to be doing the toy one tomorrow or if Tommy will. It's going to depend on his internet.
Okay. All right.
Oh, and we have the ROH tomorrow too. That'll be after Vinny's if he does them. If they don't, then we'll probably do it earlier.
And I'm on Black Angus Reviews tomorrow. No morning show because at 11 a.m. I'll be on Pop's channel talking about Empire Strikes Back. I get to talk about good fucking Star Wars. And then tomorrow night I'll be on Black Angus Reviews channel. Friday, at some point Friday evening, I'm going to be on Commander Cody's Pursuing Paranormal, talking about some paranormal stuff. Yeah, there's about a handful of sites I'm going to try to visit this summer in Michigan that are haunted. A couple of them are up in the UP, which I haven't been up there in years. So might take a couple weekend trips up there. So yeah, that's what's going on. And I'll have a couple more videos I'll try to get out for you guys this week. Yeah, check the Eva Longoria one out if you haven't yet. And I did another one yesterday. I missed releasing videos, so I started doing some of those. Big shout out to my editor, Goodstuff. Thank you guys. Join us over on Draven's for wrestling. And we're going to play some Mario Kart this Saturday night as well.
Hell yeah.
Don't forget that.
I work the next day, so I don't know if we're going to be doing the Mario Kart Saturday.
We'll still get on. We should all just still get on StreamYard and play, even if Draven can't. We don't have to stream it. We can just no, seriously, just so we can all play. Like I just still want to play on Saturday. So yeah, and I might do a morning show Saturday. So that's it, folks. I've stretched it to 2 hours because I'm fucking long-winded. Thank you everybody in the chat for showing up and showing out. Thank you to Ryan Roger Athay. His link is in the chat and it'll be in the description to the video. Thank you guys so much for tuning in this evening. Subscribe to all these wonderful fucking creators and just don't be douchebags out there. I'm Etep Okuian from The Place to Be Reviews. We've been here with all of you. If I don't see you, have a great day, a pleasant tomorrow. I'll catch you on the next one, unless you're George Floyd or Jordan Neely, in which case, yikes.
It's better to burn out than to fade away.
I could do this all.
Yeah, and R.I.P. Tina Turner.
This doesn't bode well.
You're lying. I never hit you. You are tearing me apart, Lisa.
Now she'll know what the problem is.
What's love got to do with it, baby? We expect the fire.
Tina, I done told you to go on the paper.
Making sandwiches in heaven for him right now.
Email us at theplacetobereviews@mail.com, theworldsbestmail.com.